Welcome, listeners. You have tuned in to Up Close at QuinteALIVE. Today, we feature an extraordinary woman from Belleville, Ontario. She is a great talent. She writes lyrics, music, and sings and performs before audiences around the world. She is a prolific creative and a huge heart. Many know her, especially in Prince Edward County and in Belleville. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jeanette Arsenault.
Hey! You wanted something different? That was something different.
That's great! Tell the audience what that is.
Well, it's not really in any language. It's a mixture of Mi'kmaq, French, and English, and it was written by my grandfather. He used to love the Mi'kmaq language. Mi'kmaq is the native tribe down in the Maritimes.
Wow.
So he loved the rhythm of their words.
Right.
So he put this little song together, and I learned it, I think I was 9 years old. I mean, it just goes through, gets handed on generation to generation.
Wow.
So I've taught my daughter that song too now. So it's called the Mi'kmaq song.
Friends, this is Jeanette Arsenault. A lot of you know her here locally, and she has a depth to her talent that we didn't know.
I play the spoons.
Yeah, those spoons, that's good. I tried doing the spoons before and I didn't pass the test. I knew how to hold them, but I don't have the rhythm.
We'll just rehearse, that's all.
Okay, I will.
Just be glad you didn't ask me to pull out my harmonica. I mean, I could really give them a show.
You know, we first met, Jeanette and I, a couple years ago. I think it was 2013 in May. And we met her in a store when she was moving around with her fellow, her co-performer, and putting up signs for her show called
The Dazzlebugs.
The Dazzlebugs. And that, boy, that is Jeanette. Dazzle. And we met her again on the road in front of that great faux frontage, faux haberdashery on Front Street, which I love.
Yeah.
And we got an a cappella presentation. Do you remember what you sang?
Oh my good gosh. Did we do Sunny Side of the Street probably, or Glory of Love? That was
something.
When Fraser Hardman and I do this
Yes.
Dazzlebug, and it's all songs
How
from
did it go?
1920s. 1920s and 1930s and vaudevillian type of humor and jokes.
Right.
And the songs are so fun to sing. In the 1920s and 30s were really good music.
Yeah.
So we were happy to be able to recreate that into this 1 hour show of sing-along songs.
What a big heart this human being has. You know, you're looking at a brave, strong individual who, despite unbelievable challenges in her life, with her family, just the other day she was driving to take care of her brother in Hamilton who really needs her attendance, and something smashed the back of her car.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just, now the reason I'm bringing that up is this is, you know, almost a daily challenge you've had in the last several months, and look at her. Cheerful, strong,
Playing the spoons.
singing, always positive.
Things happen. Somebody actually said it well when they said, you know, everybody's got stuff going on in their life right now. So it's so true. Yes, I've had 6 months of the most challenging times that I've ever had to deal with and encounter. But you know, when you have stuff coming at you, you have two choices. You either face it positive, or you face it and go, oh, woe is me, and everything's bad, and you know, my life is terrible, fall apart. So those are the two choices that you have. And then when you make that choice to go through it positively, then you look for the things that are the lessons in it to be learned, maybe, or the character development, because I've certainly gone through a transformation. And everybody that I've walked through with this on this journey has gone through a transformation. So there's always a reason for it. So if you look for that, that's where you keep finding your positive energy. And I refuse to feed negative energy. But to be really honest with you, I'm exhausted. You know, the people that I've been walking this road with are back on their feet and are stable. Thank you, God. I have to say that because...
thank you, God.
Because I know where the source of my strength comes from.
I was so happy for you yesterday when I called you and you were in the studio recording in Ottawa, which surprised me because I thought, oh, she's still by her brother's sick bed or her daughter's situation, which we'll talk about briefly. Okay. And you were enjoying yourself recording a song
for my that I'd written for my brother while he was in ICU.
Yes.
Right?
Ronald. I shouldn't even open my mouth.
That's good.
I can't believe I did that. I just love the song that she did for her brother so much. How does it go?
Ronald, oh Ronald, this is a song for you. Ronald, oh Ronald, this is my song for you. Ronald, handsome Ronald, how I love you. Your smile, as everybody knows, bubbles up from the tips of your toes, and the light that shines through your eyes brightens up the darkest skies. Ronald, oh Ronald, this is my song for you. Ronald, handsome Ronald, how I love you. My brother has cerebral palsy. He weighs, I think, 85 pounds, 90 pounds now. I call him my chunky monkey. He's finally put on some weight, you know? Yeah. But Ron has a trach to breathe, and he has a feeding tube to be fed, and he has a bladder tube to, you know, to complete the process, shall we say. And he's been, since he was born, he had cerebral palsy, okay? So he's severely mentally challenged, severely physically challenged. Yeah. 100% reliant on the hospital staff and people to care for him, just like a newborn. Yes. So he got into trouble in January, which is where I've been spending so much time by his bedside in ICU. He went into cardiac arrest and he turned blue and they had to revive him. So when you say his name, Ronald, Ronald has one huge gift for the world. The smile that will lighten up the planet. Yes. Okay? I've seen. So he's finally stable. I had this session booked in Ottawa for months. And I told the studio guy, it's going to have to stay on hold. I don't
soft
know.
commitments.
It all depends on Ronald.
I waited for you for 2 months.
No, we've been trying to get together for a while.
I know, you were worth the wait.
Well, because I was with him. I was just by his bedside. I was not going to leave his bedside.
You're an amazing person.
Until he was back stable again. Yes. You know? He just needed a voice.
The love you have for your brother is what this should be in every family. Well, it's exceptional. I was very touched by that. And then if that's not enough, your sweet little daughter, Caitlin, gets diagnosed with cancer. Yeah. At 20 years old, studying at university.
She was 19, when she's
19, you know, scoring 95% in finance at Carleton.
Yeah, third year.
And you get that phone call.
Yeah, that.
And this is on top of Ron.
They all overlapped. It's been nonstop since September.
How's she doing now?
She's doing great. Today is her last exam. Wow. So she was able to carry on. I'm very proud of my daughter. She also shows, you know, grace and perseverance and determination. You know, she went through all the radiation treatments and she still carried on with her schooling. So she's also quite remarkable. So I've been very, you know, very blessed to walk through some very difficult times. She did the hard work. Right. I gave the support, you know.
Now you got the news when you were in BC. I'm going from my memory. These things are coming to me now. You went on a Via Rail trip, performing on Via Rail, right? Via Rail? And you got the phone call when you were at the other side of the country on the train performing. Yeah.
It's called the Via Rail Artists on Board program. Right. So you sing on a moving train, 3 shows a day for 3 days. I've never played piano where I'm just trying to keep my balance in order not to fall over. You know?
Yeah.
But I met people from around the world.
Yeah.
It was from Toronto to Vancouver. It was spectacular. If anybody can, you know, can afford to go, it is a trip of a lifetime. It should be on your bucket list. So I took the train all the way back. It was the hardest gig that I've ever done.
Your pain.
I sang through it, and I wrote a song called "My Daughter, My Friend" a long time ago, and I shared that with some of the train passengers.
Saw that.
Yeah, I shared that with some of the train passengers, and it was a very personal trip. So I dedicated the trip back to her. And then by the time I got back, then we went into the full, you know, 5 weeks of treatment, and she kept going through school, and we did all that sort of thing. So yeah, it was a really trying time. I just moved to Ottawa to be with her in order to help get her through this, but she carried on and did her studies, and you know.
Now, let's talk about the singing that you've done. You know, we talked about the Acadian music, but I have here a pile of stuff.
I've released a few over the years.
Let's talk about this one.
Oh yeah.
I have quite a few CDs here. And are these all of them that I have? Because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a skinny one in there.
There are 8 right now, and I have a double children's album ready to go, but with all the family challenges.
So you're basically cut 9 at this point.
Snowball, there's an organization called BPW, Business and Professional Women, and there's an international version as well. There's all various countries around the world. They heard the song, played it.
This is the Hey song.
Yeah, you call it the Hey song. The international Hey, Hey, Hey there woman, right?
Yeah.
So they heard the song, and the lady who was running for president, international president, heard the song. She went on to be president.
Right.
Took this CD, everywhere she went for 3 years around the world, and she played that song to open all of her business meetings.
Isn't that great?
So fast forward 3 years, and she's outgoing president. They're holding their World Congress in Helsinki, Finland. She says, I want you to come here and cheer up the women. She said, they know your song from around the world. So she invites me. She said, we have 4 official languages, English, French, Spanish, and Italian. So I had them all translated. I learned how to sing and all, you know, French was okay, but I learned how to sing in English and Spanish.
I noticed that when I watched the video, you were going into other languages.
Yeah. So it's a quadrilingual version is what I gave them. I opened up their gala with this quadrilingual version.
So it wasn't just Finnish women, they were coming from all over the world.
All over the world. There were 600 women from 60 countries around the world. So if you see that video that's on there, and you see the women coming up and singing and dancing, because the president had played it at all their meetings. So I had women from Japan and Switzerland and Africa, all over the world going, hey, hey, hey there, woman. They couldn't speak English, but they could say, hey, hey, hey there,
They were standing up. It was almost messianic.
Unbelievable.
I thought, gosh, you know, she's like Celine Dion here. They're just...
I was a rock star in Helsinki for a day. No, truly, because they knew the song, so they all came around. They were, if you saw, they were all in their country's best dress. It was the big dinner, so they were all in the most
You made them feel
glorious
strong.
costume. We were all united.
I saw that.
Yeah, they were having issues, you know. Technical issues or business issues and all, you know, at all the business meetings they had all day long, and at the end they'd bring me in to sing, hey, hey, hey there, woman, hey, hey, hey there, girl, the time has come, there's work to be done, come on, you women of the world.
And then I'm looking for, the patriotic one.
Oh yes.
This is my Canada, but everything on here is about Canada. Talk about patriotic, all original lyrics as songs by Jeanette. But this is my Canada, I'll tell you. I saw that being sung with a choir. Where was that again?
That was in Ajax. It's called the Young Singers. I was thrilled when those 150 young people sang "This Is My Canada" with their front in harmonies, and they had somebody playing drums on the side.
That's right.
It was thrilling to hear, because that's what that song is meant for.
It was so good.
The song is meant for young people to sing for their pride. It's meant for choirs. That's exactly my vision.
How does the chorus for This Is My Canada go?
This is my Canada, this is my home, my nation, from St. John's to Victoria. This is my, anyway, it came from such a deep place.
Yes.
It came from, I cried it out. I was in my living room. I had gone to the library, I looked at all the fabulous, wonderful things that Canada was, and I wrote 30 pages of all the great things that we've accomplished in this, you know, so far in Canada. Then I realized that the song was going to be longer than the Edmund Fitzgerald, so I'd better pare it down.
I love the chorus. I love all of it, but I love the chorus. It's so stately, but it's so...
I want it to be epic. You know,
is epic. That's the word.
I wanted it to be epic. And I thought, look, at the United States, they have 2 anthems. Why can't Canada have two anthems?
This should be it. This should be it. I mean, I was getting goosebumps when I heard this. It's like, I cannot believe this is Jeanette's song, and it's not known on every tongue, and it should be.
Thank you.
I want everybody to hear this because it's an amazing song for Canada. So we have Oh Canada, and we need a second one. There's been others written, but this one is special.
Thank you.
The music and the lyrics.
Thank you.
It's goosebumpy.
Well, you know what the difference is? As a songwriter, you're told you can write from here. I'm going to make people cry. I'm going to make people think this. Or you can write it from here. I learned that difference.
Right.
Specifically with that song.
Yeah.
I wanted to share my pride on being Canadian and all the wonderful things that we have in Canada, and how lucky we are and blessed we are to live in Canada. That's where that song cried from my soul on how proud I was.
That might be something that's very special that I like about your singing. You always sing from here. And a lot of singers, they're talented, but they sing from here. I don't even know what I'm saying because I have no musical talent or knowledge. I wouldn't know a note from you know,
well, there's
dry
technical
toast.
singing for sure. There's technical singing.
Well, I don't know,
you know, but you can feel. That's it. You just have to feel it. If you're feeling a musician or a singer, that's because they're sharing from that place. That soul place
it's
inside
missing, isn't it?
I don't know how to describe it myself. But I know when I feel music. I always say to young singers, sing so that people feel your music. Not just listen to your music.
Right.
That's what I strive for.
Because sometimes they have good lyrics and sometimes they have
excellent
good music.
musicianship.
But you know, it's just about getting the words out, and they're talking about pain or a battle, and you just hear the words in the music. You don't feel it. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does, and it's not an easy thing to describe on how to get there. Like I've been doing this for a long time. I think I was telling you a little earlier how when I started out in the music business, I wanted to sing to entertain people. I want to make you feel something. I have something to say. I want you to laugh. I want you to cry. You know, and I was able to entertain them. I had all my tricks, my bag of tricks. And then I sang at a church one time, and the deacon said, I don't want you to entertain us. I want you to share your music. For me, that was the turning point. That was my Arise one. That's my Christian album, and that was in 2004.
I love Arise. I listened to that song.
Thank you. That's another choir song. Montreal Jubilation Choir should be.
That was a really incredible song.
Thank you. Well, see, Arise was the finale to a musical works that I did with a local singer-songwriter, Suzanne Pasternak. She, when 2011 happened, she said, and in 2011, when 9/11 happened, she said, they're not talking about the Canadians who lost their lives. We should be doing something for to pay tribute to the Canadians who lost their lives. So we looked through, she said, how about we do 5 psalms, for them? And I said, why don't we do 11 psalms for September 11th? And that's what we did. I read every single psalm in the Bible, and I had no idea what I was doing except just to go for the ones that I thought would work. And then we put it in.
This is Psalm 17. I have to look at that one.
Yeah. So we put it into 4 works: the attack, the search, courage, and hope. And Arise was the finale.
Beautiful song.
Out of all that came hope through Arise. Yeah.
Do you write where you're having a bath? I mean,
well, I jog. Do you know that that's how most of my songs were written? I would jog along the road. I used to live in Cressy out in Prince Edward County, and I'd be jogging along my usual road.
Yeah.
And I'd get into the house and I'd just say to people, don't talk to me. And I went straight to the piano because I'd have this idea or these words, and I had my book ready, and that's where it came out. So many of the songs came out that way. So
you performed a lot around here too in Quinte. Like, people know they can source you. If they forget about you, this will help them remember. You've performed a lot around here.
Yeah, the county and the Quinte area, because I live in Belleville now, have been very supportive and very generous. It's a wonderful place to live, and it's a wonderful community that we have here.
Who wouldn't support you?
Well, I mean, we all support each other. There's so much support for everything that everyone does.
You're just like a walking piece of sunshine, you know. How could anybody not want you to perform there, you know? Wishing for you to have rest.
Thank you.
Yeah, next 10 days, right?
It's been a long haul, but everybody's stable now, so everybody's doing well, so that's
well, don't forget to breathe out.
Yes, that's right.
Don't hold your breath.
Drop the shoulders.
Don't hold your breath because it's not going to change anything.
No, no, exactly. I did that so much, so you don't even realize how much you're like
shallow breathing. Yeah.
Continuously with worry, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Got through that, so my music has sustained me a lot through that. Yeah.
So glad the time we spent together to get today. This could be a 20-hour interview. You don't feel like sleeping over, do you?
Yeah, we could go. It's just one of those things where you just talk all day. I really could.
Yeah.
It's been terrific talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are a special citizen. I hope we never lose you here. We need you.
Thank you. I love this place, so no worries there.
Oh, good. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It's a big place from Prince Edward County all the way up to Colborne, all the way up to Napanee, all the way up to Marmora.
Right.
Big area, really, for you.
And it's a great area, too. It's beautiful. I think people should get out and discover their own area. That's another thing for another show. But, you know, we have so much right here. There's such beauty in this land.
There is.
In this area, in Ontario, in Canada, you know. I love Europe. I love traveling around the world, but I really want to discover our land in our area.
Well, you're part of that discovery.
Thank you.
Hug.
Hug.
Instead of a handshake.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeanette.
Crossing plains and visions of trains from sea.